boys don't cry. Then we got the King of Cups with the Six of Swords. Pisces, somebody has the opinion, somebody's acting real macho, and they are of the belief of kind of like the perspective that boys shouldn't cry. You know, or even if it's a girl, this person, you know, has got the belief that they need to put up a strong front and they can't show weakness. So a difficulty showing emotions is Six of Swords with the King of Cups. And I literally heard macho as I kind of touched and felt for the energy behind the Six of Swords. So macho. Somebody's acting macho, whether it's you or somebody else. The world. Now, I don't think this is agreed upon, okay? It's almost like conflictive with the world. Five of Wands is conflict. Other people don't agree with you. And it's almost like the world's against you. Or in acting macho, it's like other people are like, boo. They don't like it. It's almost like perceived badly. It's being, what's the word here? It's being scrutinized. That's the word I'm looking for. The Queen of Swords is somebody who scrutinizes somebody else, and you're being scrutinized, or you're scrutinizing somebody else for acting macho. The world. Now, maybe they're just acting the way that they've always acted like, and the world's changed, right? So maybe being macho used to be cool. They're still macho, or they're still acting like somebody who doesn't like to show their emotions, is just like buries their emotions, doesn't display them, has a hard time doing that. Well, that's no longer well received. The world really appreciates somebody who's genuine, forthright. And now it's almost like the perception has changed, and this person's being looked at more like obstructive, conflictive, like they have a problem because they're acting too macho, whether that's you or this other person. All right, let's pull oracle cards and see where this is going get a little bit deeper, see where this is going, and then we'll pull advice at the very end. So let's see what else we get. Anything else for Pisces regarding this? Anything else for Pisces? Okay, that was okay. Weird how that came out there. These came out first in a huge clump, so it's a lot of cards. We got 6 cards. This one came after. I always honor the order. The order is really important. So I'll keep them together like, wow. The first thing that I noticed is every single one of these cards is reversed. I shuffle them right side up, so they kind of got to work to come out reversed. These are all reversed. It's like, I'm going to go one by one real quick. This is a lack of joy. A lack of feeling of confidence or confidence in where you're at in life. I'm just going to say confidence because it's also next to the hammer, which there's trauma, right? The hammer is repair and healing, but it's reversed. It's like there's trauma, there's insecurity, there's a lack of maybe joy in this person's life, a lack of thankfulness and gratitude with the cup reversed, and also a lack of seizing on opportunities. And this is all tied to acting macho and not showing who you are, not being open with your emotions to other people. This is the result, or maybe tied to it. These 4 cards, and what has it led to? The cave. It's all getting stuffed down. This person who acts really tough, who has a really tough exterior, they bottle it down, which means they lack gratitude. They have all their trauma is still there. It hasn't been addressed. It's just bottled down, right? That's why all these cards are reversed, because all these cards are bottled down. Let's see what's on the bottom. I am curious what's on the bottom. Venus. So this is really interesting. Venus is what you find attractive. What you find attractive is also important here and tied to this need to portray a tough exterior. Okay? It's like there's something about having control over what you like, what you find attractive, how you display that to other people, and being macho about it. Whether, you know, maybe this is like somebody who is into public displays of affection, but it's from a distorted place because they actually feel really insecure, or overcompensate. They have to overcompensate for something so that they look better, so that they have control over how others people see. Hold on, I'm going to rephrase this. So that they have better control over how they come off to other people and what other people think of them in terms of what they're attracted to and what they like. This is getting really weird. Let's pull advice, and I'm also going to kind of unravel this a bit more. So let's get some advice for Pisces regarding this spread for maybe either the person who has to deal with this person or for this person. Any advice here for Pisces? Any advice? Okay. Yeah, you know, the moon. The first card that came out was the moon. Everything else that came after. The moon is fear. There's fear tied up in actually facing this person's like trauma, or all those upside down cards is facing all those things that have been bottled down, right? There's fear in facing that, and that's why we got to put up a front. And here's the front, the Empress with the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, this is almost like, it's not giving me advice, but it is kind of still continuing to reveal this person for what they are. It's like unraveling the onion to get the next layer down. And they're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, a bit thug-like, like a jock, right? Knight of Pentacles, very bro, very, I would say very basic, you know? The Knight of Pentacles could be somebody who's like, I'm straight just for the sake of being plain. And it's tied to image, the Empress. It's a fear of image. It's a fear of looking a certain way. And then the Queen of Cups with the Lovers. This is a really weird addition to these cards. It's almost like I was saying for compensation, right? Compensating with a relationship, compensating even if like you're not interested. The Queen of Cups is not that interested, very passive, but it's like keeping someone on your arm as eye candy for the sake of your reputation, for the sake of image. This person might use other people for their image as part of this entire macho image that they're going for. It doesn't, now let's just reel it back for a second, because this person also isn't necessarily lying. There is just unresolved trauma that there's trauma and stuff that they bottled down that they don't want to look at, they're afraid to look at, and this is just their go-to mechanism for not dealing with that trauma. I'm not seeing any cards for willful deceit, so it's repression. On the bottom, we do have the Knight of Swords, which is, it's telling me that this is going to be ongoing. This person's going to keep doing this because it's part of their bad habits. It's part of the bad cycles that they fall into, and essentially their bad habits with the Moon. The Knight of Swords with the Knight of Wands underneath is them always just continuing the same thought pattern, okay? Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands is the same thought pattern, doing the same thing over and over again, and having the same results, which is actually shitty. I feel like this person isn't even that happy with who they have or what they have, because of the fact that they only have them for their image, or they only have the thing. It could be a car, you know, it doesn't have to be a person. It can also, this Lovers can also just be a contract, like they signed up for a really expensive car to improve their macho image. And again, it's just their strategy. It's all they know. It's all this person knows, because again, they're Knight of Pentacles. They're kind of basic. All right, let's pull, let's see if we get some actual advice here with the next couple cards from the Oracle. Any advice here for my Pisces or this person? Any actual advice? See, I'm starting to think you're dealing with this person, because we're just kind of, it's almost like you're just gaining insights into this person, but wow. You know, this is kind of annoying because we got the King coming out with the Hammer and the Cup reversed. The Hammer and the Cup reversed is saying the following: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. The old, one of my favorite sayings of all time, because it happens so often. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. And that's this person. You can't force them to accept things about themselves that they're not ready to accept. And you can't force them out of this dynamic. That's just part of who they are. It's tied to the bad habits of who they are. It's their shadow. They have to address those things themselves on their own time. I don't know if you have any way of, I mean, all you can do is be by this person, enjoy their company. You can't force somebody else to change, right? Now, if you are this person, maybe it's time to address the reason, go a little bit deeper and address all those reversed cards so that you can start to express your emotions a bit more, feel more comfortable doing that. On the bottom, like I said, again, we have Venus coming out, which is what you're attracted to. It is value, what you value, and assigning correct value and to the things that you're attracted to, and vice versa. Having a correct sense of value. And what I mean by that is, how important is it to look macho? How important is it to have a nice car, to have that image, right? That's what I'm saying about a distorted sense of value. And this person has to kind of find out for themselves what's important, what's not. You know, cars aren't that important. Maybe your health is more important. Maybe your emotions are more important. Maybe the people who you truly like to be around are more important than the flashy car or whoever, whatever. All right, Pisces, that is your reading. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like the channel, follow, and subscribe if you want to support me. Really appreciate it. With that, I'll see you guys next time.